Welcome, collective. Thank you guys very much for joining me. I hope you guys are having a great day today. I want to say thank you too for all of your likes, all of your subscribes, all of your views. You guys are great. Absolutely, your support is always appreciated, guys. And I hope your holiday season's going good so far. Your shopping's not too crazy, not too expensive, and everything's sort of falling into place for you here. Let's go ahead and get going with your read. It's funny today, guys. When I was going through my cards, I had a couple of decks that sort of called to me. I usually allow Spirit to pick whatever decks we're going to be working with. And the one that called to me the most, and I got the most bizarre deja vu feeling, was this Elemental deck. And I actually got this about this same time last year, I believe, is when I picked this deck up. Sorry, I saw some sort of wispy something going on there in front of me, which just sort of adds to it while I'm holding this. Ooh, I saw it again. Ooh. So there's something about this deck today, and I don't know if because this is something I sort of received last year, and I got like this very distinct deja vu feeling if this deck is going to be talking about sort of where we've been through this past year, and then maybe the other deck's going to come in and talk about sort of where we're headed. But we're going to let Spirit sort of get going for us here. I want to know what this is all about because like I said, I'm sort of seeing like wispy things out of the corner of my eye. So Spirit has been patient with me while we've been going through house renos, but now Spirit wants to talk and bring these messages forward to you. So I want to know what the heck is going on here. Volcanoes, power, marine life, richnesses. I gotta tell you guys, this is one of my favorite decks too. Cave protection and alchemy magic. I see transformation here. I see, and I got told the word year, so I do feel like we are talking about what's been happening for the collective within this past year. I do feel that there's been a very big transformation for people. And it's not just emotional. I do feel like there's different things you're trying to manifest in the outside world and for your life situation too. This volcano, it is about big changes. It is about sort of the landscape of your life changing or something big happening, changing, transitioning in your life. But it's also about taking back your power, recognizing that you have the power to change the situation that you're in. And this might have been one of the most powerful things that you sort of discovered this year. This cave is sort of about healing mode, about hermit mode, that protection, that sort of going within to look after yourself. So you might have been sort of on that Empress journey, right? Taking time to go within to do your healing, your personal growth, and then upping your vibration and looking to move forward and looking to build the abundance that this marine life card speaks of. It speaks of richness, abundance. And alchemy magic, that is transformation, guys. So this is a huge transformation that somebody's been through, or maybe a lot of the collective have been through this year. I know I've been following your stories in the comments that a lot of people have been going through and have been through some heavy shit and have really come through and have some really big changes in their life. Breath, life. And it's like a fresh breath. It's like a fresh start. I keep feeling that fresh start, like a new breath, a new life, a new chapter. North, expansion. So a lot of times this North card, to me, it speaks of sort of finding your North node, finding your direction. I do feel that, but I feel like it's beyond that. I really feel that expansion. I feel this. I am open to receive what the universe is bringing to me. Like somebody has sort of expanded their mind, expanded their heart and their soul, and has given it up to a higher force to bring things into their life. I'm now radically open to what the universe has to bring my way. I don't think somebody always was. I keep feeling like somebody had sort of this idea of what life was and how they were living their life in a particular direction they were going on until something changed. And it's like it shook their world, like that volcanoes, right? It changed the landscape. It shook their world. It put them in this cave, this protection mode to do some healing, to do some thinking, to do maybe some soul searching, and to realize that the change gave them power to change their situation, and they have the power to change their life in different ways. They have that power to be able to move in a new direction, pursue a new career, pursue a new relationship, pursue a new living situation. And I keep feeling like the universe will bring me what I need. And the universe and spirit will show me the way. And I am radically open to what needs to come my way. And this is a change. This is a change for someone. Somebody wasn't always feeling this way. Rock endurance, yeah. You're strong. You're strong as hell. Especially when you look back at this past year of what you've been through. All the struggles that you've been through, the triumphs that you've had, the successes that you still had. And I'm not saying life is absolutely perfect now, because life always has changes. But you've been through so much in the past year. Spirit may be saying, hey, don't be afraid to sometimes stop and take a look back and to see how strong you are and how far you've come, and to give yourself a bloody pat on the back for everything that you've come through. Celebrate yourself. Don't be afraid to celebrate yourself. West, completion. Yeah, it's like that piece of things. This past year, it's like we're completing that now. That piece of things has come to an end, and we're ready to start a new chapter. I think, I gotta tell you, I have a feeling Tarot's going to be talking about what's coming in the next year too. Because Tarot's really telling, like, this is where we've been. This is what we've been through. Actually, I'm going to start with these guys because they fell out. Fire, ignition. It's like somebody has, see, and this is what I was feeling in life and breath card. I was feeling this fresh start. It's like somebody's got that fire again, that fire for life again, right? We've been through the healing times, we've been through the hermit mode, and now we have this fire. Now we're ready to get going again, and we're ready to accept what comes our way, challenges, gifts, blessings, whatever it is, because we've seen that we're strong enough to handle whatever can get thrown at us. We will always find a way to come through the other side. It's not easy, but we're more than capable of doing it. Fire, ignition. I gotta tell you too, the number at the top of this card is 8, and my attention is being drawn to it. In numerology, 8 does represent that power and sort of authority. This is like volcanoes. This is you taking back your power. This is you realizing that you have the power to bring forward changes and to manifest the situations that you're looking for in life. Ice purity. But I gotta tell you, especially when this card comes forward, this tells me that this realization would not have come about in your life had these situations not happened. Whatever you've been through in the past year, everything, I'm a firm believer, guys, it's my opinion that everything happens for a reason. The good, the bad, the ugly, most of the times, especially the ugly, everything happens for a reason. So what you've been through, it came for a reason. It came to help teach you lessons. It came to help show you how strong you are, how smart you are, how capable you are, and that you have the power to manifest what you want in your life. You have the power to change your situation. It also removed something from your life that was no longer serving you or was not going to get you what you were wanting. Even though it was hurtful or it was disappointing when this thing was taken or this thing left your life, it left space for something new to start. You see the horse in that card too. Horses represent freedom, guys. It's like it freed you of a burden. And something you didn't realize was a burden, but Spirit knew it was a burden. And Spirit knew it was not going to get you what you wanted. Yeah, well, and then we got horses again in air and motion. Change. You have the freedom to change. You have the freedom now to move into a new situation because this thing is no longer holding you back or chaining you down. You now have the freedom to move into whatever it is that you're wanting to move into. Bushfires, fury. That's interesting. As bushfires, they are devastating. Okay, they are absolutely devastating. What they do, they change the landscape. But I will tell you, some trees will not release their seeds unless they're exposed to certain temperatures that only come from a bushfire or a forest fire. They happen for a reason, and they allow a chance to replenish the land, to give back to the land, to allow the chance for the land to start fresh again, and new growth to come in. That's what this was. This was like clearing house. This was like clearing house to allow you a new chance to grow. Storms, and there it is. It's just like it says it over and over again in the cards. I keep getting the message. It's cleansing. Storms represents cleansing. So even though they're dramatic, even though they come with some destruction and they come with some rebuilding, they give you the opportunity to have a fresh slate and to rebuild in a way that's more suited to you and that feeds your soul and gives you what you need. Are we going to grab more? I'm going to grab some more here. Spirit's not done yet. Let's see. These guys want it to come out. Gravity. Grounded and animals' companionship. Interesting. So I'm going to tell you too, what I feel in this companionship, this animals card companionship, this may not necessarily speak to animals, this may speak to people around you. What it speaks to is positive connections and maintaining and nurturing positive connections. So whether this is with family, friends, co-workers, or with your pets, whoever it is, make sure you're maintaining positive connections because it is important not to isolate yourself. And gravity grounded. Yeah, I keep getting in this too. This grounded card especially. Whatever happened to you may have involved other energies. Whatever happened this past year that sort of sent you into this cave mode, this having to rebuild, this bushfires, it may have involved another energy. What you're being told in this card, and I feel this very strongly, is to not view every energy through the filter of what happened with that one energy. And that's why you got this animals and companionship, and you're being encouraged to nurture positive connections. Because there are positive connections out there. Like I said, whether it's with family, whether it's with friends, whether it's with coworkers, whether it's with your pets, it doesn't matter. There are positive connections out there, and it's important to nurture those and to maintain those. It does help to keep you grounded. You know what helps to keep you from getting too jaded too? Because there's a lot of jerks out there, guys. And we do deal with them on a fairly regular basis. You run into people who are jerks. Absolutely. But not everybody's a jerk. So it's important to remember that. And it's important to have those positive interactions with some. Even like I said, even if it's just your pets. Because then it keeps the garbage from getting in. It keeps you from getting jaded. It keeps you from getting angry, from hanging on to whatever garbage the day threw at you. If you dealt with somebody who's a jerk, it sort of helps to let those things go. And then these guys all wanted to come out. Rain. Yeah, pressure, transformation. That is outside forces sort of pushing you into changing. Pushing you into changing your situation. Yeah, you needed a cleansing here. You did need a bushfire. You did need something to release and let go of so that you could be free of a burden. Like I said, I don't think you realized it was a burden, but it most definitely was. Spirit knew it was a burden. Spirit knew it had to go. It had to get the old heave-ho to free you up here. See, that's interesting. And then we got magnetism and we got sun. And this sun card, it represents a lot of times just what the sun card represents in tarot. Blessings, light and blessings and positivity coming your way. This is what you are attracting. Especially, I get pulled back. I get told to look at that North card again with this radical openness to whatever the universe brings your way. It's like this shift in attitude, this energy shift into sort of, you know, when you're healing and you really don't want to be around anybody and you kind of shut the world out a little bit just to give yourself time and space. It allows you that space to heal, but it doesn't allow anything new to come forward because you kind of have a wall up. But once you've sort of gone past that point and you're ready to open up again and have new adventures again, it actually shifts your energy that you send out into the world. And it does open up. I keep getting this expanding feeling, this opening up, this expanding feeling. And this is actually your energy and what your energy is doing and what it's sending out to the universe, the message that it's sending out to the universe. I am ready for something new to come my way. I am ready for blessings to come into my life. I am ready for a new chapter. I am ready for a new adventure. Something new to come your way. Okay, so what are we moving to now, Spirit, for this one here? I got told tarot, I'm getting pointed this way too. So let's see what comes forward. We've got the Gilded Tarot. So, Spirit, can you please clarify what's going on? Whoa. And these cards all want it to come forward. You know what? That one does too. I'm getting told that one too. I'm going to set this down and we're going to work with what we got here. Ace of Pentacles. Holy crap. New beginnings. New beginnings and a golden opportunity for Four of Wands, for a solid foundation for the future. For this is, I've heard it called the 1111 card or the marriage card. So, but I do feel like it speaks to whatever it is. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. It's like whatever it is you were wanting to come forward in your life, or whatever it is you're wanting this new chapter to be, you have now set the foundation for that. You had to go through this cleansing time. You had to purge what was not fitting in your life or was not going to allow something new to come in. That's been done. Then you had to heal from that. You've also done that. It's like now you've set the foundation, you've set the groundwork, and now you are ready for this blessing to come forward. You're ready for this change to come forward. Whatever this is in your life. Temperance. And the Five of Wands. I keep getting balance with this Temperance card. Balance. Oh, see, that makes sense. Because you do still have challenges ahead, and you're going to have to make choices. That's what I'm being told. You're going to have to make choices. And so all the shit that you've been through that this bushfires represents and all the healing and the lessons learned, you will actually have to use that in this coming year with what's coming your way. You're going to have to make choices. I have the Five of Wands here. This Five of Wands tends to speak to competition, petty arguments. I keep getting doesn't matter or don't matter. That's what I keep getting told. So whatever's coming in this next year, whatever you're dealing with, and I do feel like this might have been part of the lesson that you had to learn. It's like kind of picking your battles. What matters? What doesn't matter? What's worth fighting about? What's worth letting go of? Because it's like your energy is absolutely precious. Okay? Your energy, like where are you going to put your energy and your emotion? Is it worth putting it into whatever this Five of Wands represents? You know, when you run into a challenge or you run into somebody being a jerk, somebody being unfair, some sort of situation, is it worth putting the effort in to get angry about that or argue with this person? Is it really going to make a difference at the end of the day? Is it really going to make your life better? Or is that person just so totally out to lunch that it's really not worth dealing with? I'm just walking away from this Four of Pentacles. I keep seeing, like, I don't want to say be stingy with your energy, but be choosy about where you're putting it. And then I do get pulled down to this, the gravity and the animals card again, right? Companionship, groundedness. Make sure you nurture positive connections. And don't give your energy to negative crap. Don't give your energy to drama. Don't give your energy into fighting with others. Six of Swords, sometimes it's worth just walking away from whatever it is. Whatever drama somebody's bringing forward, it is not worth the effort in fighting. And like I said, this may be part of the lesson that you had to learn through going through all of this. That whatever it just was not worth fighting for. It was too much effort for too little reward. Or the other half was just too cemented in whatever path it was that they were taking, that it wasn't worth diving into that. It wasn't worth trying to fight that. The Knight of Swords, you had to do what was right for you. I keep seeing this, standing up for you, standing up for your truth, doing what was right for you. That's what I keep seeing in this card. It's like being your own white knight. And sometimes that does not mean going in and doing battle. Sometimes that actually means stepping away and releasing. The Knight of Wands. See, I gotta tell you, I get this Knight of Wands actually represents somebody. I get pulled back to bushfires. This is part of what you were dealing with. I don't feel in this card someone who you can talk to, sit down and have a conversation, somebody who will see the other side of things. This was somebody who is very cemented in their views, very cemented in whatever it was that they were doing, did not want to take responsibility or did not want to admit for the effect that it had on somebody else. This is not somebody you can sit around and, like I said, have a mature conversation with and reason with. This was somebody who was just going to do what they were going to do, and that's the way it was. You know? So there's really no point in arguing with that. There's no point in putting a shit ton of energy into that because you're not getting anything back. That other person's decided that whatever they're thinking and whatever they're doing, that's the thing that's going to happen. They're already on their way for that. There's no negotiating there. Six of Pentacles. That's interesting too. I got the Six of Pentacles right next to the Judgment card. Okay, my Judgment card, she's kind of like my Karma card, especially in this deck. She really speaks to me of karma, getting back what we put out there. I know you're already changing your energy, and this is like, it is karma, right? It's the energy we send out there. We wind up receiving back. You now have this radical openness to receive what Spirit wants to bring forward in your life. You've done all the work to set a solid foundation and prepare yourself for something new to come forward. You will be receiving your karma. You will be receiving a gift. Things will be coming back into balance because you've allowed space for that to happen. You've allowed space for that to happen. I do have to tell you though, as I look at these two cards, it's almost like somebody's grabbing my head and pointing it towards that Knight of Wands. So I do feel like this also applies to whoever this Knight of Wands is who you are dealing with. This person will receive whatever karma is due to come to them as well. When they send that sort of attitude out into the universe and that energy, they will receive something back that is extremely similar. And it's probably not going to be as nice as what you're getting. See, Six of Wands, recognition, reward. That's like you have been recognized by the universe. You have. For all the work that you've put in, you've been recognized for all the lessons that you've learned. And you will be receiving your rewards. Five of Pentacles. Wow. I got the Five of Pentacles right next to the Ten of Cups. So I gotta tell you, if you've been going through a time of rough finances or maybe rough health, and I do feel like if it's health, it was due to sort of a lot of the stress sort of chipping away at you. Because stress can make us sick, right? It wears us down, it wears down our immune system, and then other things kind of get in or take over. I do feel like this period of Five of Pentacles is coming to an end. I do feel like it's coming to an end. It's interesting though, because I look at this Five of Pentacles and I get told to look back at the Knight of Wands. So I do feel like this Five of Pentacles also applies to whoever your Knight of Wands is. Whoever you were dealing with in that situation, who was a part of that bushfire for you in that big change, that person is going to be receiving either poor health or poor finances or both. But they're about to go through a negative cycle because that's the energy that they're sending out there. So the karma is coming back. The scales are about to be balanced and that person will be receiving what they've been putting out. And so will you. But yours is the Ten of Cups. Yours is happiness. Yours is abundance. Yours is that richness. It's that transformation. It's what that transformation has allowed to come forward into your life too, right? Like I said, you're the one who set the groundwork. You made the choice to heal. You made the choice to set the foundation strong so that when something new comes forward, you can make the most of it. Page of Wands. What I see in this Page of Wands is good news on the way. I do. He can mean a lot of things. In this card, in this read, I feel like this is good news. This is good news coming to you. Yeah, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's funny though, because what I see in this Wheel of Fortune, it's not one big humongous thing. I don't see like one big humongous thing coming your way that's absolutely great and just changes the whole world. I see it as like one step that leads to another, that leads to another, that leads to another. It's like it's starting to turn. So whatever this good news is that comes forward, it's like that step in that path. It gets the ball rolling. And then you will start to receive more and more. It's like it's leading you down a path. So the wheel isn't just turning in one big go. It's starting to turn. And it's going to continue to turn as long as you keep this energy going forward with this radical openness to what the universe is bringing to you. As long as you can continue that energy and keep balance in that energy and stay grounded in that energy, this will continue to come your way. The ball will continue to roll. The Wheel of Fortune will continue to turn. The Two of Swords. That's really interesting. So this Two of Swords, a lot of times it speaks of sort of indecision, not knowing exactly which way to turn or what to do. What I get told in this, and especially if that moon card, or the moon in the card stands out to me, there is something you're not supposed to know about. Well, I do feel like it's this path that you're taking. It's like it's supposed to be a surprise. You're not supposed to know. I would not be surprised if Tarot doesn't tell us a whole lot about what's coming your way. Because I keep feeling, I get pulled back to Wheel of Fortune. I keep feeling like the choices that you make as this Wheel of Fortune turns for you and things start progressing, it's like you're supposed to develop this path for yourself as you go. You're going to need to draw on all the things that you've learned during this challenging time to help carry you forward into the future. So there's some stuff you're not supposed to know about. You're not supposed to get a heads up. You're supposed to find out as you go. The Empress. This is interesting. I do feel the universe within this card. I do feel the universe. I do feel a higher force coming forward. This isn't just your Empress path, though I do feel like it has been an Empress path for you in raising your vibration and being able to heal and working towards manifesting abundance for yourself. Absolutely. But I keep feeling the universe in this. This is like a higher force. This is tied to your judgment here. This is tied to the Wheel of Fortune. This is like it's time to start turning this wheel for you. This is a higher power that is working within your favor to try and help bring blessings forward in your life. The Three of Wands. Yes, time to leave the past behind, to start a new chapter. You will have to call upon the lessons of the past to help you in this new chapter. But that piece of things is done. That's why I had the West. I had that completion card. That piece of things is done. That piece of things is over. It's time to start a fresh new chapter. Yeah, it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, which is all this hard work that you've done, all the solid foundation that you've put into place. It's time to start enjoying what changing your energy like that brings. It brings good things. It brings blessings forward in your life. The Chariot card, positive forward movement. Keep moving forward. You will be challenged. You have a Page of Swords here. Okay, you have a Page of Swords. This might be your Knight of Wands from the bushfire. This might be your person from the past who sort of set all of this into motion, maybe coming back and challenging you. This energy might be coming back and challenging you. Maybe keeping tabs on what you're doing, watching your abundance, watching you bloom, watching you glow, and maybe looking for a way back in, or just looking for a way to trip you up. I don't get a very nice feeling off of this Page of Swords. It's the same kind of vibe I got off in the Knight of Wands. It's somebody who's selfish and kind of does for themselves. But they don't like taking responsibility or admitting to sort of how their actions affect other people. They're very me. They're me. This is who this person is. This is who this person is. You're getting told to keep moving. To keep moving. Like if this person tries to worm their way back in, you're getting told past is the past. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Interesting. Well, that's really interesting. So these last three cards, I got the Knight of Cups, I got the Knight of Pentacles, and I have the Seven of Cups in the middle, which is all about choice. You're going to have some choices this year. Oh, see, that makes sense too. That also makes sense why Tarot was bringing forward about lessons from the past and being choosy about who you give your energy to. You're going to have to determine who is a valuable connection in your life, because this new year is going to bring in new energies. I do feel like I said, that old energy may come popping back up or keeping tabs on you, but you're going to have new opportunities too. You are going to have new opportunities, but it's going to be up to you to determine who your best new opportunity is and who is worth your time and who is worth your effort. That Knight of Pentacles. I gotta tell you, a lot of times that Knight of Pentacles, he's like that steady Eddie. You can always sort of count on him. He always gets to the finish line. He moves slow. I do not get that vibe from this card this time in this read. I don't. And I always rely on my intuition and my guides to tell me what these cards mean. He just tells me that this is this person you've been dealing with. And this is like a pattern that's been going on for a while with this person being selfish. He's not done. And he's not done. Whoever that energy is, that energy wants to come back. This is a game this person intends on playing kind of over the long haul. Over the long haul. So this person's not looking to change. This person's looking to run this game with you for a continued amount of time. Basically for as long as you let them. So this is why they may try and weasel their way back in. But this Knight of Cups, I just keep getting from him new. Haven't met this person yet. This is somebody new. This is a brand new energy coming forward. And this is a good one. Whoever this Knight of Cups is, this is a good energy coming forward. This is somebody who is worth your time, who is worth your effort. And then we have, like I said, we have that Seven of Cups. It's going to be up to you to determine who is worth putting your energy into. Who's worth putting your energy into? Because like I said, I knew right away when we were doing this, you're getting a golden opportunity. You're getting blessings coming your way. But you're still going to have to use this temperance, because you will have conflicts you have to deal with. You'll have choices that have to be made in this new year with what comes forward. You will still have choices, and your choices are going to be about different energies. Different energies, one from the past, trying to weasel its way back in. Somebody new. You know, whether you're really done with the past or not. I got told to stop with these, so I'm going to put them aside. And then I'll show you when I flip them over, the card at the bottom was the Six of Cups. So it is the Blast from the Past card. That is definitely something you're going to be dealing with. I'm getting told to move to these guys, so I'm not entirely sure why. Of course, they're talking about what energy is coming forward for you, but I got told to pull these guys out too. Eye of the Needle, set your intentions. This is all about setting your intentions. So if, for those of you who are looking for a romantic situation, this is actually you having to decide what you want in a partner. Okay, those really important core values, really setting those intentions out there. Setting those intentions. I know it sounds absolutely silly, but it's very important. Make a list if you have to, like a list of must-haves, like somebody who is honest, somebody who is loyal. Really deeply set that intention and send it out to the universe, because you are receiving things. You have now opened yourself up and changed your energy so that things can come forward in your life. So set your intentions on what you would like to come forward. Set them very carefully. That's funny too, because I'm going to tell you, I got told to look at the number on the card. So it's 17. 1 is all about new beginnings. 7 is about wisdom and intuition. Together they're 8. And remember what we said about the number 8 earlier on? It's that authority. It's that power. You have the power to use your wisdom to help create a new beginning, but you need to set those intentions. Interesting cosmic womb, the divine feminine. So I gotta tell you, I feel a lot of the universe's energy in this. This is an energy that works behind the scenes. And this is what's going to be helping to bring things your way. So set your intentionality and let the higher forces know what it is that you're looking for in this new year. The crossing initiation. See, you had to go through this though. So there were lessons that had to be learned in this situation. And it might be, if this was a romantic situation for you, it might have been what you don't want in a partner. Things that are deal breakers, recognizing things you will not compromise in the future, but also things that you absolutely have to have in another person if you're going to be giving them your heart and your soul and your energy. It was like, this was a lesson that had to be learned. These were things that had to be clarified for you. This was important for you. And like I said, you're putting these lessons into practice is not done. It's not done. You're going to have to kind of show the universe what you've learned too. You will still have challenges along the way, but you have all the lessons that you need. You have all the information, all the learning that you need to be able to conquer whatever comes your way. Unmarked trail revelation. Yeah, see, it's like that aha moment, recognizing these things. That's really interesting. I'm going to grab just a couple more here because I'm getting told to come back to these guys. So can you give me a few more, Spirit? Because I'd like to know why you chose another Oracle deck after we've been through it. Drifter. See, this is part of the energy you were dealing with too. Drifter. That person has really no direction or no focus for the future. Okay, you're future oriented. You're like, hey, I would like a life that looks like this. If I'm going to have a partner, I would like it to look like this. This is what I'm looking for. This person really has no bloody plan. They kind of float from thing to thing, looking not very far into the future. They really don't plan ahead. They have no bigger picture kind of concept. You are a bigger picture person. So that's why that drifter card came forward. Oh yeah, see, and they're going to be looking for forgiveness, repairing the veil. Absolutely, yeah, this speaks absolutely to it. Empty well, time to replenish. Yeah, that person's going to be looking to repair. They want to come back for a second shot. But this was you. You had to heal. This empty well, this time to replenish. You took this time for yourself. Took this time to find your wisdom. To learn your lessons. The number at the top is 16. A new beginning. And 6 is about responsibility. So it's like being able to find your power and recognize that you can choose the type of situation that you're in. That you do have the power of choice here. You're not afraid to own your actions, right? You're not afraid to own your part in things and see if I can do this differently, it will get me better results. 1 in 7, or 1 in 6 is 7. It's, again, we're coming back to 7. We're coming back to the wisdom that you discovered along the way while you took that time to replenish from all of this. You found that aha moment, that revelation, the perfect storm. Exactly. It's like everything had to happen the way it had to happen to teach you this. And I got to tell you, if this card is coming into play, and my guides are telling me that, it means what lies ahead for you in the future is something absolutely beautiful. It's something that when you get there, you'll be able to look back and see how every choice and every situation led you to that moment, and you will be grateful for everything that happened in the past, because it's all part of your story, it's all part of your journey, and without it, you would not be where you wind up being. So that tells me it's something really bloody good that's coming your way. That sort of reiterates that 10 of Cups that came forward, that 10 of Cups situation, the abundance in the home life, abundance in your personal life. So whatever this is that's coming forward for you this new year, who that Knight of Cups represents, or what that Knight of Cups represents. He is an emotional victory. He could be a new love coming forward, but he's something that brings a lot of happiness. And I keep feeling like the ball rolling and your wheel of fortune turning. It starts with some good news and then it keeps turning. You can keep it turning by staying open, by staying positive, by keeping this beautiful energy that you got now going forward, this radical openness. But set your intentions and remember the lessons that you've learned in the past, because you will be challenged by past energy coming forward. And you'll have to put those lessons back into play to be able to keep your wheel of fortune turning, because that past energy wants to stall your wheel of fortune. They want to bring it to a grinding halt. So don't allow the past to stop your future in moving forward, because this is what your future looks like, guys. That's absolutely beautiful. Alrighty, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Take care.